Have you ever heard of San Luis Potosí? Well, me neither. But come with me as we explore one of Mexico's largest logistics hubs in the country and all the famous Baroque churches that are with it. Let's go. I mean, look at this. I mean, I've been walking for 5 minutes. Got my suitcase, as you can see. But I mean, they just have churches and churches and churches everywhere. Yeah, look at this one right here. Boom. Huge and beautiful. I mean, you can just tell there was like thought put into these parks. And that's one thing that San Luis Potosí is famous for, is actually, you know, having just a bunch of, I think they have the biggest park in Mexico. I could be wrong on that, but they just have really nice, an abundance of really nice parks. So let's walk down here, see what else is going on. As I continue my coffee tasting tour around Latin America, I'm trying to find a good cafe. So that's our next goal, because I can't check in to the hotel until 3 o'clock, unfortunately. So kind of just shit out of luck with my suitcase. But I seen this entryway. Wow, let's look at this. What's this? Velación. Look at all of this. I mean, this is crazy. This is like some stuff you'd see in Rome or something. And look at, oh wow. Look at this dome up here. It's like blue and white and turquoise. That's really pretty. So I noticed that the SAP building is right there, and this dome and church are back here. We're gonna go to that other dome after we get some coffee. But talk about separation of church and state, kind of crazy. You got the Mexican IRS and a church right there. So I'm gonna camp out here a little bit. Here's the cafe, Cathedrals San Luis. It's really cool. But it's like library and all this stuff. And it has a lot of like Christian themed stuff, which I think is cool just because like the town has a lot of churches and stuff like that. So we'll see how the coffee is soon. Boom, just had the latte come out. A lot of milk, but also, I mean, like, look at how big this thing is. Like, here's my hand. So let's give this thing a try. Look how big that is. Yes. Yes. Good milk. I'm gonna go in for another sip. That was good. Even though there's a lot of milk, that's one thing I will say. The coffee, you can still taste it like pretty good quality stuff, so. One thing they do know how to do here is lobby. So there's the coffee, there's the omelet. You also get some bread too, and some beans. All right, omelet review. Like I said, I already showed y'all, so ham, cheese, mushroom, I think is what I ordered. This thing is looking fire. Let's get some avocado on here. First bite, let's go. Good. I'm gonna give that 7.6 out of 10. I don't know, mushrooms could have been cooked a little bit more, but I mean, like I said, it's huge. So, well worth the money. I'm just gonna camp out here for like a couple hours, and then once I check in the hotel, I'll see you guys there. Just got out of the cafe, walking to the hotel now. Beautiful, clear, sunny day. And it's not even that hot, to be honest. But yeah, highly recommend that cafe. Y'all should check it out. I'm walking along here and I see just a nice, look how nice this mural is. Super, maybe it's like nice streets, nice hotels. I mean, like this is something that you'd see in America or something like that, you know? Bam, just got to the apartment. Looks like you enter in through the kitchen. And boom. It's just me this trip, but I guess we got 2 beds, so we lit. This is it, man. I think this is the bathroom. Let's see what the bathroom looking like. Boom. There's me. And then there's the shower. Kind of dark in here, but you know, we'll live with it. So, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. So I was just knocked on my ass after today's 10-hour overnight bus ride, so I had to take a little nap. But I'm thinking about, you know, having some dinner, getting a margarita, possibly, maybe a beer. We'll see. I'm hoping I can find the, you know, March Madness games on, but I guess we'll see with that. But something that's famous here, apparently, this is what my taxi driver told me, was that the enchiladas here are very famous. So we're gonna go look for those, because that sounds really good, honestly, right now. So, you know, I'm always down to try local cuisine. Maybe we'll see something cool. But you know, San Luis Potosí, I understand why people like it so much, because it is really just a quiet, like, city. You know, it feels like America. I mean, like, look at these trees over here behind me. That looks like something in, I don't know, like inland California. So yeah, and look at this church. Pretty. So let's go eat. You can definitely tell there's some money in this town, because I mean, everything just looks nice. You know, I mean, there's no garbage on the street. I haven't seen too much, to be honest, on my whole time here. So honestly, probably might check out that bar up there, see if there's any March Madness games, because right now that is kind of my mission. So yeah, but also the place we're going looks pretty family owned, and like, honestly, my favorite Mexican dish is enchiladas, especialmente enchiladas rojas, red enchiladas. Those are my favorite. So because in Mexico City they're usually green, which are fine, but not my favorite. But like, look at this hacienda. I'm loving San Luis Potosí. So far it's on the, you know, the Cullen Experience recommended list, which isn't very hard. I'm easily pleased. So they brought out some sort of salsa, and then I'm really confused by this. You got garlic, jalapeno, another habanero right here. It looks like pickled habanero, carrot. And yeah, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to eat that, but I don't know, I might just dive in and see. Bam! Yeah, so still waiting on the margarita, but these look pretty good. I don't know. These are San Luis Potosí style enchiladas. Let's try it. Forgot to take a video, but it seems like there's like sweet potato on the inside. It's pretty good. Guacamole is really good. Since I forgot to do the taco tasting on camera, margarita. Frozen margarita. Usually I prefer on the rocks, but let's take another sip. Smooth, very smooth. I'm gonna give that 7.8 out of 10. Pretty good score. Antojitos el pozole. Probably should have got pozole, but I don't really like soup, so but definitely recommend, go check them out. You know, so we're gonna go find some March Madness games, and let's go to Centro. I will say I did not expect it to be this cold here, but I mean, I'm having a great time walking around here. Great dinner, you know. Margarita was all right, but you know, I'm actually having a great time walking around here because it's just like pretty, it's clean, you know, it's calm. I mean, like, I'm on the busiest street in town, but like, you know, it's calm. Like, this is great. I don't know why anybody wouldn't come here. There's like Loads of people out here. Like some sort of competition or something like that. That's crazy. That's dope. We got a drone up here. Here's like the medieval like castle. It's like the main plaza. But yeah, pretty sick. This sound keeps getting better and better, honestly. This is sick, dude. Dude, I think I walked into like a communism, like assembly. That's crazy, bro. I definitely, like, we're here in like one of the main squares. I definitely just walked into like some sort of like communism like thing or socialism. Kind of crazy. That's crazy. All this stuff saying like, you know, Socialist Communist Party of San Luis Potosí. And like right here, you walk, you know, 3 minutes away and you see this beautiful, you know, church right here. I mean, like, wow. Crazy, this architecture right here. Let's zoom out a little bit. I mean, just appreciate that. The pillars and everything, it's very beautiful. Wow. So this was the church we were at earlier today. They're having like a procession because Semana Santa is next week. That's just crazy. We're just gonna take a peek in here. Look at that. I mean, the amount of gold put into this stuff is just insane. I mean, think about that. These people travel all the way here from Spain. Wow. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. Wanna know what this cathedral needs? A basketball court. No, it's just crazy. You gotta appreciate the churches here in Mexico, because churches in America, yeah, a lot of them are beautiful too. But some of them are just in, you know, high school gymnasiums. But I think that's just kind of funny. So, you know, need a basketball court so we can play dodgeball and host worship at the same time. I think with all those beautiful churches, we're gonna wrap up the vlog in front of a real church. Chili's. No, I'm kidding. But I think we can prove here that San Luis Potosí is Mexico's most beautiful city. I haven't seen a more beautiful city than this, but if you have seen one, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment what city you think is more beautiful and I should go to next.